build the glyph. Open up the Glyph Designer tool and the data file that will serve as a reference. Select the default root geometry and change it from pin to a cylinder, and change the topology from pin to rod. This geometry we'll use to map the individual counties, but also the latitude-longitude coordinates. Select the torus and change it to a sphere. The sphere will map to total water usage. Now that the root geometry has been defined, let's start building the glyph out. Select the sphere and then click on the Add Children button. Add 3 children here. We'll be defining each shape individually, so the default is fine. Select the first torus directly or use the glyph tree to select. Change it to a cube and change the position to X 180 and Y 45 and the scale to 2.0. Select the second torus directly or use the glyph tree to select and change it to a cylinder and the topology to a rod, and change the position for Y 90 and scale to 2.0. Select the third torus and change it to a cone and the position to X at 0 and Y 45 and the scale to 2.0. We're going to fast forward here and look at the rest of the geometry that maps to total water usage. I've also added a torus that maps to the total population and will hold the 8 main categories of water usage. It should look something like this. We're now going to add the main water use categories. Select the torus and click on Add Children button. Add 8 children and make them spheres. Change the color, size, and position for each of the spheres so they are arranged on the torus space evenly. Each of the main categories has a color assigned to it. The glyph should look something like this at this point in the building process. We're going to fast forward again and look at the finished glyph now. Each main category of water use has children that will map to a particular data item. So every data item needs to have a shape that will be assigned to it when the data is mapped. Colors have been defined but can be changed later. Different shapes are used for quick identification. Next, we will be importing the data and mapping the data to this glyph. We'll be changing color, changing size parameters, and defining the background image using the Data Mapper tool.